All right, Shalom. Let me get straight into this lesson. I'm going to address this lesson to the sisters. Um, we always kind of get on the sisters or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it is a balance to it. I had an encounter with this Jake chick, and you know what I'm saying? She ended up humbling down, you know what I'm saying, and moving on, going into the scriptures or whatever. It's like, and you sisters already know what time it is, that's been watching me for a while. You know how we get down. That when I'm saying we, I'm saying us and all the other brethren. We know nonsense. And by us being this way, right, it makes everything stay in order. So things won't get out of order. Right. So I just gotta commend a few sisters. I know sisters that quietly watch me. And it's okay to say shalom and just keep it at that. You know what I'm saying? You want to salute, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you permission. Anything other than that is not gonna be tolerated. But you got brothers that have wives, you know what I'm saying, that have, you know, so-called families, to not the degree of as we once had in our land, you know what I'm saying, but somewhat to a certain degree, right? Um, you got some sisters are very diligent. They understand they stay in a place and they just keep it moving. And it'd be wise for you to do that because you're dealing with the spirit of the Lord, you know what I'm saying? Working through these men that's teaching this word. It's just what it is. So it'd be wise for you to hearken or listen unto wise counsel. But I want to play this video because you got, Jez says you got, somewhat righteous sisters, because ain't nobody really righteous on this side. You have wicked women of our nation, right? So you have a left and a right. You got hot and cold, just the way it is. So to the wicked women of our nation, they not gonna listen to the words of the Bible. They spectate, but they're not gonna follow it, and they wicked. Now, if you coming out of the world and it's taking some time to a certain degree, we understand that process. But a lot of stuff you gotta immediately throw away when you come into the truth. And one of those demons is feminism. You got to be under the order of a man. You know what I'm saying? If you're not dealing with no man, you're not with no man. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers out here that need wives or whatever. If you just want to stay, by yourself into the kingdom, you know what I'm saying? That's your prerogative. You got some brothers don't even want to deal with the hassle, of these modern day women. That's why you have some called passport bros and so on and so forth. But I want to commend a few of you sisters for staying in some kind of order. And the women of our nation that don't understand this, so I was meditating on something for a few days. And it ain't just women, it's men as well. But what I come to realize a lot of times when we see these strange judgments, not in every single case, but sometimes these people that came up against us in some kind of way, form or fashion, either they scoffed on a lesson that we did, you know what I'm saying? They either, it's just they came up against the truth in some kind of way. And the Lord judged their ass in a horrific fashion. So a lot of times when you see these judgments, they offended the men, you know, that's pushing this truth, or they, did something super wicked, or they into some kind of wickedness. But a lot of time, sometimes it'd be because they came up against us, you know what I'm saying? And which when you come up against us, you're coming up against Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah. And that's, you're a fool to do that. Because it's, but I was analyzing this video. I did this lesson maybe a year ago, and I was just thinking about the horrific judgment that this was. And a lot of times we don't think that these are some people that get judged in this horrific fashion came up against us in some kind of way, form, or fashion. Even them dropping a comment on our comment board that they disagree. So I'm gonna play this video just to show you the terror and why you should fear Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, and why you should listen to the men that's giving you wise counsel. This applies to the men too, but this is really focus on towards the women. So check this out. Now this guy got in a car wreck and he's burning alive. Think about that judgment. I think he died. You know what I'm saying? Watch this. And you can see the terror, the straight up hysteria in his voice as he's burning alive. And you can see the car wreck. It was a bad car wreck. And now we understand this dude could have been a scoffer. He could have came up against one of the brothers. We just don't know. But he had to do something pretty bad to get this kind of judgment. Check it out. And right down there you can see his body as he's rolling in that fire. He didn't make it through this. Now, it'll be mercy. And I think he died, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of obvious. But if he didn't, it would have been better that he died than to have to endure the suffering of trying to heal from this. He'll never really heal from this, if I'm just saying. But he gave up the ghost. This is too extreme. You can see his body right there. All right, Shalom. All right, so that's that lesson I did maybe a year ago. So let me get into this lesson. Give me 1 second. Matter of fact, since I'm here, I just read the scripture from here. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. For you people say God wouldn't do that, not even getting his name correct. But you don't know the God out of the Bible, so-called God. You don't know his character because you've been given a different entity. A God is all love. It says, see now that I, even I, am he. There's no other power with me or no God. Well, you got Yahweh Shah that he's given that power to. But the big dog is Yahweh. It's a chain of command. It says, I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand, which would be Yahweh Shah. Or you can say his hand, for us, like when you have something in your hand, you got possession and control over it, right? And that hand would be Yahweh Shah. So let's get more into this lesson. All right, so let me get into this. And this ain't nothing personal, it's just strictly business. So don't take it. A lot of, women are built on emotion, so they take a lot of this personal because it cuts them. It cuts their behavior, their dysfunctionality. And you got to get your stuff together. You can't, you can choose to do what you want to do because you got, you're going to have the elect women, then the other women that's in these different strong delusions. You even got women that call themselves in the truth with a head wrap on that ain't going to make it because they ain't right inside. It says right here. So this ain't nothing personal. It's only business. We doing the business of the Father, Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. What does this phrase mean? This is only business, not personal. Means that a decision or action being taken is solely based on professional considerations and should not be interpreted as a personal attack or reflection of someone's character. Yeah, I mean, this ain't nothing personal. The Most High Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, he put his word in paper, right in the book, so we can understand it, study it, interpret it, and teach it. And for you to understand, you have to be taught. And a lot of women don't understand that concept because they might have a degree on the wall, right? A lot of our women are unteachable. That's why a lot of them not going to make it. And they delusional enough to think that they in good graces with who they call God, not even knowing it. And either you in or you out. There ain't no gray area. So either you with the truth, you're going to abide by the words, or you're not. And a lot of you little demons that, we have people that watch these lessons, scoff and spectate. You got every excuse in the world, like the Bible was written by man, all this crazy stuff, man. But that's you, that's your lot. You've been set up for destruction, gray area. So ain't no gray area over here. Either you in, either you're gonna abide by the words or not. It says a situation that is not clear at the very top, or where the rules are not known. So we telling you what's the standard from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, what he expect from you, right? You can't be a feminist in the truth. You still can't think a certain way that you over a man in the truth. They ain't gonna work that way. You gotta bow down. You gotta humble yourself. I think that's a better way of saying it, but it's the same concept, right? Even in the ancient world, men bowed down before the men to show reverence towards them, right? So you women have lost your way with being submissive because you've been, and some of you women, that watch my lessons, you understand what it is. Some of you women, I'm pretty sure you're very humble sisters. Keep that same mindset. It says Proverbs 12 and 15. Because why you watch the lessons? Because the Christian church has failed you. They ain't got no answers. That's why people watch our lessons, because we got the answers that they've been looking for. No other institution, if you want to use that terminology, has the answers. And that's why we got a bunch of people that's interested in this, because they know they're not getting fed in Christian church or whatever other genre of teaching. It says Proverbs 12 and 15. It says the way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but a wise man listens to good teaching. And it extends to a woman as well, right? You have to have a clear, sound mind to be able to follow this doctrine, to be able to understand. You can't be all over the place and be out of your mind trying to come in a congregation of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And a lot of you women do. Like I said, I'm not doing this lesson to necessarily, it's more of like a positive thing, right? To show balance. 1 Timothy 2 and 11, it says, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. Let's keep going. Why is this so though? The Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is not going to say nothing for no reason. 1 Timothy 2 and 12, but I suffer not a woman to teach, right? So you don't want a woman teaching, nor to usurp authority over a man. And that's all you see in Babylon. Women assert authority over the man. In many different ways they do this. But to be in silence, right? So that's the instruction for a woman, a righteous woman, somewhat, right? 1 Timothy 2 and 13. Why is this though? For Adam was first formed, then Eve. Let's go to 14. It says, and Adam was not deceived. That's why. But the woman being deceived was in transgression, and women naturally are gullible. It's just what it is. A woman is the weaker vessel, so her mind is going to be weaker. She's going to be easy to be misled, to be taken advantage of because of feeble mind. Just what it is. We see this happen in the Christian church in many different ways. It ain't to, tear down a sister. It is telling you what it is so you can know your makeup, know what you're dealing with, so you can know how to fight this battle. It says, and then we get a lot of these people, men and women, opinionated. And Babylon has really did a mind job on you people, man. That's outside this truth. Because Jake, opinionated demon. It says opinionated. Now it's okay to ask questions. That's something different. If you have a sincere question and you confused or you don't know, it's always best to ask rather than assume. But opinionated is something different. That means when we give you the answer, you don't like the answer. It ain't up to your standard, and you scoff it. You rebuttal it. It says opinionated. At the Merriam-Webster, it says the meaning of opinionated is firmly or unduly adhering to one's own opinion or to a perceived notions. Yeah, then that's what that's what a lot of our women do, because they start off what I think and what I feel. We got a lot of people that watch these lessons to spectate too. They just want to be entertained. And I'm going to close it up with this word spectator. Don't be a spectator as a woman. You got to start applying this stuff that you learn and not just take it in and watch the lessons and say they don't apply to you. Spectator, a person who watches a show, a game, or event, right? You're on the sideline watching, but you're not listening, you're not learning, and you're not applying these things that's being taught to you. Why are you even watching the lessons? All right, hopefully this lesson has been edifying. Call Allah Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachat, Kodash. Shalom.